you can turn around. Your heroes and your idols turned out insincere and human. Reality's a dog that fears too high to keep on moving. But you ain't interested in losing, are ya? I thought not. Still too invested in improving as that fire you got. You came out to the city, it wasn't what you dreamed. Gave it 150, was harder than it seemed. You said goodbye to home and people who supported you. To chase something invisible, you lived for that distorted view. Your sorry superficial buddies like to shun and doubt you. Tonight's the party, everybody's having fun without you. Forget some players like us, put in the effort. They just scared of folks to focus cause they can't predict our weather. Renee's still back on the rebound. Know that if you wanna be a diamond star, you better step up. Next rough patch, cue the rewound mode. I care the walking on and I my soul. The road to freedom can't be seen by downcast eyes. So raise your gaze up till you're 10 feet tall and shake your fist to the sky. Refuse to die or let them make you small. Cause they love just to see you convinced you're just a brick in the wall. So kinda like tiny oh yo ba nakatako met. I chose the free life over money, job stability net. Hen kashiteiru sekai yumare I know ko. Kimi wa dare no shujin da so shinai no. Cause I know, I said so, don't make it right. So no yarikata dame, temaji kikitakunai. Talk all night about your troubles, all it's gonna do is pause you. Shaberu dake nara sorry man, I kawarazu. Kotoba yori ga shigasa, not the most difficult jigsaw. Rikai fusoku ari wakemono koto da. Remind myself to zone on what's ahead of me. Mara toji komerareteru fukuro no nezumi. Fushime ga chi ni sono michi mienai zo. You see the deeper meaning only once you've seen the light cell. Kono jonetsu nakunaru mai ni mainichi to buy speech singing beside him eyes for I wanna be. Renee's still back on the rebound. Know that if you wanna be a diamond star, you better step up. Next rough patch, cue the rewound mode. I care the walking on and I my soul. The road to freedom can't be seen by downcast eyes. So raise your gaze up till you're 10 feet tall and shake your fist to the sky. Refuse to die or let them make you small. Cause they love just to see you convinced you're just a brick in the wall. Renee's still back on the rebound. Know that I starになりたいなら努力必要。最悪の引きたら悪くそうだけど諦めない my soul. The road to freedom can't be seen by downcast eyes. So raise your gaze up till you're 10 feet tall and shake your fist at the sky. Refuse to die or let them make you small. Oh my motion a night, this one will live for tomorrow. Renee's still back on the rebound. Know that if you wanna be a diamond star, you better step up. Next rough patch, cue the rewound mode. I care the walking on and I my soul. The road to freedom can't be seen by downcast eyes. So raise your gaze up till you're 10 feet tall and shake your fist to the sky. Refuse to die or let them make you small. Cause they love just to see you convinced you're just a brick in the wall. But you're not just a brick in the wall. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. But you're not just a brick in the wall. When I feel like dying, then I start rhyming. Is that too cringe? Fuck it, man, just hit the keys. Nice. Now the choir. Woo! Alright, alright. I got something. Here we go. Little footsteps immortalize the history cement. The horror stories come true unless you got more than intent. If starting reps are poorly written, there's no way to repent. But thanks to improvising, rising, check how far you done went. You rivals eyes on the prize, you diving deep to survive that ruthless ocean of constant motion of kids with guns reloading, bold and focused, told that most miss. That for shots, throw in the towel before the magnum opus. The speed of the climb is keeping young minds hopeless. But rhymes are still landmines, the front lines, the war zone known as postmodern times. The heart of pennies and dimes and nickels of common sense. If young and searching for more, become a living expense. The world's a nasty place, the happy faces painted on masks. And if you say it unironically, the internet laughs. The straight and narrow isn't fair, the got to lose pass. If I choose to heckle myself, the method ain't special, it's math, you know.
Ragged, reckless, what's your wisdom? You had your bitches, then you kissed them goodbye. For lies and
Active, inventive kid who cried she'd make. I was defensive, sad, creative, planning every escape. I fled to gutters on the net, invented insatiable hate. Why should it alarm me? Suddenly karma hit me smack in the face. Sure, I was utterly in panic, pretended to wax satanic. And damn it, I almost had it. But granted, life never goes how you planned it. I couldn't stand it, and never could hand it to the only souls emboldening me here on this planet. Mistake after mistake, if I'm the victim, let me take into the spirit. Cheering for me, fear had made me a snake. I put my share of shame to rest, but I chose my own coffin. I should have paid you what I owed you and said thank you more often. God forgive me if the shit outlives me, damn it just might. A rocky less than perfect journey, yeah that's music alright. Still I refuse to lose my foot and we ain't even at halftime. Cause the proof's in what you put in, but it ain't special, it's math, right? Ragged, reckless, what's your wisdom? You had your riches, then you kissed them goodbye. For lies and fire-right skies, rolling dice will never open it up your eyes. A toughness thrown off sticks and stones, about 1,000 miles from a hollowed home. I shall thrive, survive, you are alive. Don't let them tell you two and two makes five. And there will be mistakes and there will be days of sorrow. No, we'll be knowing better, there will be a tomorrow. No road is loaded with silver and gold. It's just the treasure that you make for you. And there'll still be minor villains to kill along the way. You could fill yourself with later, be real, be on your way. Cause life's tough, but love, when enough is enough, could be the treasure that you make for you. Just for you, Tap this thrown off sticks and stones, about 1,000 miles from a hollowed home. Will shot thrive, survive, you are alive. Don't let them sell you two and two makes five. And there will be mistakes and there will be days of sorrow. No, we'll be knowing better, there will be a tomorrow. No road is loaded with silver and gold. It's just the treasure that you make for you.
Rose Sparks, engineered for the spontaneous. A dissolving prescription treatment that's powered by the act.
Man, I swear, 90% of my stream setup is finding songs to play in the background. I need to spend time and build like a giant playlist. I need to sit down, build like a 40-hour playlist. That's what I need to do. But you know what? I just can't be fucking bothered. Let's try that. We always do the fun fancy. Let's try this. Frog Battletoads, this is called. Classic playlist. Classic playlist of Frog Battletoads, baby. Or we could always play the only song that matters. Hell yeah. The only song that fucking matters, boys. Right. Where was I? I was storing all of these, I think. I'm gonna need these for a little bit. Let's fucking go. Let's play Bard. I haven't played Bard since that one time I tried to play Bard. Decided I hated it. This time's gonna be different. I'm gonna put the effort in. I've got a sort of theme going. Although here's a point, actually. There ain't gonna be a Jester's hat in stock. Don't be silly. Although I wish there would be. The one thing my character is missing is the Jester's hat. Where are we? Is this South Gusterberg? Oh my god, it is. No, this is North Gusterberg. Bitch. There we go, we have to defeat Megidane Yuane. Easily done. Easily done. Bayazora, Bayazora, Bayazora. Fuck you, Raz. Coming in here throwing Oblivion quotes at me. You know all that's gonna do is make me want to play Oblivion. Oblivion legit one of those games that I fucking love with a passion. But if you asked me to play it for more than like 3 hours at a time, I would spit in your face. That game gets kinda boring. And you can't really like... I can't play Oblivion for like 8 hours. When it came out... Oh mate. I actually took a day off school when Oblivion came out to play it. I was like, I'm so ill, I must stay home and play Oblivion. Any good Elder Scrolls game? I would agree, honestly. Might just be because that's the one that I experienced first. But, like Skyrim? Don't get me wrong, Skyrim's fine as like a... Skyrim is like the most normie game. If you ask me to point to like a normie game, it would be Skyrim. That's a game that like even grandmas know about, you know? Like that gaming grandma. The reason Skyrim sucks, in my opinion, is that compared to Oblivion, it's so like streamlined and you can't do half the cool shit you could do in Oblivion. Like you can't make your own like spells like you could in Oblivion. There's way less build diversity, you know? Oblivion wasn't perfect, but goddamn. Goddamn did I love it. Excuse me, Worm, I have to play a song. Excuse me while I play a little ditty, Worm. Yeah. Fuck you. Wait, just have to, Stop right there! Stop right there, you criminal scum! No one breaks the law on my watch! What a legend. I like the one that's that lady where she had to they just kept it in where she's like, can I do that again? Can I do that again? They just kept it in. I love that shit. When I was a kid, I fucking loved the Dark Brotherhood storyline. Like, I thought it was so amazing. Rest in peace, Luthien Chance. A real G. But as an adult, I actually like the Fighters Guild more. I thought the Fighters Guild was really cool when I played it last. Everything's cooler than the Mages Guild though. The Mages Guild sucks. I hate the Mages Guild. Alright. Level 3, baby. Hit me with the Valor Minuet. I have to put what the songs do in my macro because I don't fucking know. Just by the names alone, I don't know what they do. Yeah. It's some of the worst go. I've always found it really weird and shit that you can defeat the entire Mages Guild storylines without using magic at all. Like, don't get me wrong, I hate magic, and I'd be fine not using it, but it just seems really weird and stupid, doesn't it? I think I remember the reason I didn't like Bard back in the day was because stopping to cast the song all the time was super annoying. I just gotta get good at it though. I just gotta get into the flow. Once I get into the flow, then it will flow like a river. What has got boats on it, but the boats are not disturbing the flow of the river. It's really dumb. It is dumb. Like, technically you can kind of beat all of the guilds without using anything. Like, you can beat all of the Dark Brotherhood quests without using any stealth. I think the only guild that's, like, really specifically keeping in tow with everything is the Thieves Guild, because you actually do steal shit in that. But also, the Fighters Guild is too, because the Fighters Guild is literally just go and fight a bunch of shit. Like, I remember in the Fighters Guild, you start out, like, killing rats, I think, in, like, some lady's basement. And you're killing trolls and things. Vanquish beasts. Can we defeat this even match vulture? Classic warrior stuff. Don't get me wrong. I love that in Elder Scrolls you can be like all weird shit. You can be like thieves and assassins and mages and archers and shit, but as with every game, just give me a big fucking sword and point me at something. I'm such a simple creature. That's all I need. Sword and monsters, and I'm happy. That's why Monster Hunter always seemed like the perfect game for me. I will never understand why Capcom refuses to just let you play it. They're just like, oh no, you've got to watch our cuts. No one gives a fuck about the Monster Hunter stories, ever. All it should be is, here's you, here's monsters, kill them. That's literally as far as that story needs to go. Don't give me a contrived reason to fight the monsters. Just be like, you are a savage man in a savage land. You either kill the monsters or you are killed by the monsters. Those are your options. Can we defeat 2 quadavs at once? Let's do it. Look at that damage. Floofy! Okay, let's play as the Palico again. You can play as the Palico in one of them? We got it. We got Armies P on, boys. It's all over. Is it that? Yeah. It's all over, boys. I got the best spell in the game. Must have had generations. See, that would be cool. Or I don't know. I actually think the gameplay for Monster Hunter is pretty much perfect. It's just the fact that you have to put up with this shitty storyline and these stupid, unskippable cutscenes. And it's so ass. We are regioning so much health. I'm level what? 5? I've got 2-tick regen. If I had the book, I'd have 3-tick regen. I'm never dying, boys. I'm unkillable. Oh, that reminds me. I think we're level 5 now, which means let's get the old girl out. Unskippable cutscenes should be a crime. I agree. Like, legitimately, if there was like a gaming tribunal, I think unskippable cutscenes should give you the death sentence. They are not excusable. Sorry. Alright, we need to get Pimmy. Do our songs affect Pimmy, I wonder? Let's find out in a bit. Boom. Get out of my town. I don't think bards can use any shields, which is kind of shitty. Game where they actually let you choose weapon styles instead of whatever new gimmick they change before the new one, but it was so strange now. I never used the ranged weapons in my. I literally first weapon I used was the dual blades, I think, and then I swapped to sword and shield, and I never looked back. Sword and shield is peak. I love the sword and shield. Let's see if our song affects Pimmy. It does! Alright, Pimmy. Get in there, my son. Pimmy's gonna be an unstoppable killing force. That was a decent challenge, and Pimmy damn near one-shot it. Come on, lads. We're not afraid of you. See, look how quick we don't even need trusts. Trusts are fucking lame. Look at me and Pimmy. We're way stronger than any trust party already. Should have called you just Jimmy. Pimmy and Jimmy, baby. Pimmy and Jimmy. Frying and buying, baby. Frying and buying. Go to bard shields at later levels. I think once we get Dancer, we'll just dual wield. Because we're Bard / Dancer. So as we get 40 Bard, we'll just dual wield. But it would be nice to have a shield until then. What's the smell interesting? I'm not kidding. Adventuring Fellows are amazing. They're so fun. And it really pisses me off that they're not like the default. It should just be you can have 5 of them or whatever. It should just be that. I don't know why they fucking made trusts when they could have just made you let you have 5 of these. Because she's so cool. I fucking love her. I have like actual attachment to her rather than like trusts, which I have no attachment to whatsoever. Because she's like leveled up with me. Like her armor has gotten better and everything. I gave her her weapon. I gave her her attack style. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I think legitimately, if I made my own private server now, like if I had my own private server, I would just have it so you could have 5 of these guys. I'd figure out a way. I'd figure out some bullshit way to have 5 of these guys. Because they're so cool. Have all the trust in, let me have them. I like the characters, like from the stories and things, but the trusts themselves aren't cool. Because, think about it, you're wandering around, like, looking like I do, and then you've got, like, Valena all behind you, and Shantoto, and these characters that just don't look like they fit. They just don't look like they should be following you around, you know? At least the Adventuring Fellow looks like they're an equal. They look like they're your equal, you know? Valena does not look like your equal. He looks better than you do. So why is he following you around, you know? Watch out for my faux Requiem, boys. Requiem for a Tuesday. Fuck him up. Boom. Wait, does that do DOT? Oh my god, Bard is so good. Bard is crazy. You get so many cool spells early on. Actually, let's fully customize the squad. Exactly. If you could customize squads like you could in like Guild Wars, I'm not asking for something like Guild Wars because Guild Wars is like the peak squad customization. But if you could just have 5 adventuring fellows and you could kit them out, and like imagine that. You'd have like a couple of healing ones, a tank one, a couple of DPS ones. It'd be amazing. And it'll be your guys and everything. That'd be so cool. That'd be way cooler than Trusts. It just would. Plus, you've got to, like, invest in them. You have to invest, like... If you had to, like, give them gear, too, that would be incredible. That's kind of what people already do with the multi-boxing. That's what they already do. They already just have 5 accounts they kit out themselves, right? Just cut out that part, and... But they won't, because they know that then they lose, like, a bunch of money doing that. I maintain the only reason they haven't fixed shit like that is because they know... There's a bunch of people who multi-box, and that makes them a lot of money. Reach line Elmia makes sense to me, but Shantoto... Exactly, like, Shantoto would never follow you around. Fucking... Half of the characters in that roster wouldn't follow you around. Like... You can get Prince fucking Peejwee, for God's sake. Prince Peejwee wouldn't follow you. You know what I mean? It just sucks. At least the adventuring fellows feel like they're just other adventurers, you know? They feel like they're other people like you. Is my box in retail too? We're on retail right now, and that's what I mean. Like... The multi-box bots... They make so much money from them that they'll never make it so that you can make your own squad properly, yeah? They'll lose too much money. Pimmy don't give a fuck. Pimmy slammed that dude into the ground. Oh, it's Natalie. Who the hell's that? Who's Natalie? Why is VOT shit? What's VOT? What the hell's VOT? Whatever it is, I don't even know what it is. This guy like cried to mommy. I said his link shell was shit. Mommy, they said our link shell was stinky. Wah. I hurt his feelings, bless. Poor baby. Wonder if you knew something I did not. Oh, wow. I could lie. I'm stirring up trouble. I'm gonna stir up trouble on the server. Make all the link shells hate each other. Make all the link shells go to war. I have this on. I feel like I've made it too, like, colourful. There we go. That's a bit better. I literally, he was just running past, and I was like, your link shell is gay. Hey, Nazir! My man. How you doing, Nazir? I'm gonna say Nazir. Sorry, you sound. In my mind, you're like an evil Sultan's advisor with a name like that. Is this your mule ult? Nah, this is my main baby. Nazir would be like, my liege, we should attack at dawn. Soon the crown will be mine. I know, Nazir, I know. So now that you what, mate? You are returning. Returning, I suppose. You're close. I came up with the name when I was playing Champions of Norath on the PS2. My Dark Elf Shadow Knight name. That is a kind of drowy name, isn't it? Yeah. Got a link shell. That, but I'm good for now. I ain't joining no fucking link show. Right. Here's my question. Initially, I don't think there's any scrolls that are like that required of us for a while. Quit starting trouble? Never. Trouble's my middle name, baby. Still cruising on Bahamut. I moved to Siren a bit back. Why'd you move to Siren? Bahamut's where it's at, baby. Bahamut's where I live. Therefore, it's the only place to be. Buns, do you just delete your characters as soon as you get bored of them, or do you have 100 of them just inactive? Normally, what happens is I will have one, like, main character, who's the only one that matters, and then a bunch of, like, experiment characters that I delete or move around or change or whatever. The unfortunate circumstance here is legitimately my regular account got, I guess, suspended for suspicious activity, whatever the fuck that means. I couldn't log back into it. I've put in a ticket. I've received no information back. This is a completely new Play Online content ID. This isn't a newer character. This is a completely new copy of the game. Yeah. So, believe me when I say, I don't actually want to be doing this, but I've made the most of it. We've had fun with it. My original plan was to come back and play my main and beat Wings of the Goddess. But, as you can see, that did not happen. When I went on some political rant or in voice together, just got absolutely shit-faced there. That's really funny. That's really funny. I like that. I like the idea of just being in like link shell chat and like you're doing something really important. Like you're all trying to do like absolute virtue. And instead of making calls, he's like, fucking Trump. Have you seen what fucking Trump's done this time? It's like, dude, what should we do? When should I cast Chain Spell? Fucking Trump. I made a mod in one of the forums, cry. I have a really nasty habit of doing that. Like, I have a nasty habit of upsetting mods everywhere. And it's not for, like, me being actively, like, a menace or being, like, actively a piece of shit or anything like that. I don't do anything heinous or anything. I just like to chat shit. I just like to kind of be a bit sassy. And it's always, like, totally random, too. I'm never, like, victimizing anyone, like, picking on someone. It's literally just some random person. I'll just be like, oi, mate, you're a fucking dickhead, mate. You know, it's just, like... literally, I was playing Warcraft yesterday, right? World of Warcraft. And some night elf ran past me, and I literally just turned around on him and went, "Oi, cunt!" He turned around and was like, "What's up?" I was like, "You pointy-head twat!" And then I ran off. Like, it's just... Do you know what I mean? It's meaningless. It's so random that it's meaningless. I bumped into this really chill, small community of VTubers. And so they helped me out whenever I stored on my progress. Sure enough, they helped me with the group on to speed my control with, and I've been teaching stuff. Nobody's raised to see help. It's really fun. Well, exactly. I mean, if you're gonna play an elf, you need to be willing to be accused of war crimes. All right, we got drains. I'm not being funny or anything. Our current health regen is insane. Let me just do this, right? We currently have regen from the hat, regen from the song, and drain samba. And if we went back to the book, we'd have regen from the book as well. So when it gets down to doing like dungeons, we're gonna be fucking squids in, boys. Regen is why people want bards so much. It's so, like, regen is my favorite effect in the game. It legitimately is. People go, "Oh, it's not very, like, flashy or anything." It's like, it doesn't have to be. Regen is so insanely good that I love it. It just smooths out the creases in this game. Regen smooths out the creases in this game by just speeding everything up. If the elf haven't committed genocide and starts by the dwarf has to talk shit to him, it's not fancy. It was my point. The thing that I sort of not necessarily strive for, okay, but one of the things that I think is important, especially if you join what they label like RP servers. If you join like an RP server on an MMO, and you are not prepared to have people rag on your choice of race, then you need to go onto a different server. Right? Because I know the temptation is about, oh, all races love each other, and it's just like, that would not be the case. And in most fantasy worlds, that's not the case. Like, that's one of the things I always liked about Oblivion and stuff was, you know, you pick a Khajiit, for instance, and the guards would be like, "You'll make a fine rug, cat," and stuff like that. Those small things make a game world feel more real, feel more realized, and makes role-playing your character way more way more, like, realistic. I need to turn down this brightness. It's so bright. I'll do. That's as good as I can get it. Can we flavor the Mythotros squad? Spice Girls? I love the Spice Girls, mate. Think about this character, his whole shtick is gonna be we're not using any trusts. We're gonna use no trusts for as long as we possibly can. We've got our adventuring fellow, and she's fucking amazing. We love her. But we're not using trusts. As much as we possibly can. I don't even have any, look. Trusts? None, baby. Don't need them. Don't need them, it's a crutch. At 119, with basically no special gear, makes Skull just spread a HP to compress the whole party for like 5 minutes. Yeah, that's the thing, like... That was, I think, one of the biggest issues with Final Fantasy 14 was that the healing in that game was effectively just AoE regen. And then the occasional, like, tank buster would require a panic heal. There was never any real reason to, like, spam Cure. Yeah, or, like, Curaga or anything like that. It was always just regen, Medica 2, and then whatever. Because the regions were so powerful, there was no need to do anything else. Except for when a tank buster was coming. see someone want to get away with that stuff too. Yeah. Politics is really important to get away from. I actively avoid politics. It is a subject that is just not fun. It's not worth addressing. No. No politics. Because you're just fucked no matter what on that one. Adventuring Fellows is so cool. I fucking love my Adventuring Fellow. I never really gave it much of a chance. But recently I've been like forcing myself to do things that I normally wouldn't. So I went and got an Adventuring Fellow. I went and got a Chocobo egg so I can raise my own Chocobo and stuff like that. And honestly, the game is so much more fulfilling. It's this old content that they don't really like support anymore, that I feel like is some of the best in this game and needs to be brought to the forefront. Like, Monstrosity is some of the most fun content in an MMO. In an MMO. Not just in this game, in an MMO. Monstrosity is one of the most fun pieces of content, conceptually. But they made it so shit. And made it, like, no reward, no point to doing it. That nobody does it. And it's a real fucking shame. This game has so many cool ideas. It really does. And there's so many things to love about this game. But like a lot of games, or especially like, I want to say a lot of MMOs, it's kind of bogged down by these other systems that aren't fun. And don't really promote fun. The best example I can think of is how, like, for instance, they've got things like Ballista and like PvP and stuff like that, but there's so little reason to do it that nobody does it. But if all they would have to do to breathe life into these old game modes, all they would have to do to breathe life into them is to have, just keep introducing new items, new cosmetics, new things that you can only get through that. Yeah? Look at old school RuneScape as the best example. Barbarian Assault is the shittest minigame I've ever played in my life. It is the clunkiest, least fun, shitbox minigame ever made. And yet people play it to this day because it has a best-in-slot level 40 chest piece. So people will suffer through the dog shittery that is Barbarian Assault just to have a good item. And why is my border fucked up again? I swear, man. Why does this keep happening to me? Bear with me while I fix my border for the 700th time. Ah, that'll fucking do. You get the idea. RuneScape doesn't even need it. RuneScape is fun just grinding other things instead of always going cross. Combat's the worst part of the rest. I think that's true to an extent. My favorite thing to do in RuneScape is just like Slayer. And it's not because the combat's fun. I just like watching... You have to kill 100 monsters. I just like doing that. RuneScape is a game that lives and breathes and dies on the fact that there's a large number of people out there who enjoy watching numbers go up. That's all RuneScape is watching numbers go up. Because the gameplay ain't wonderful. This person is like stalking me. They're like sending me random tells, and now they're like finding me. Like, what the hell? You know how simple the idea for an MMO can truly be? Like, I ain't being fun or anything. Here's the real piece of shit about MMOs, okay? MMOs, if you took all of them, all of the ones that currently exist, and took the best parts from each, you'd have a fucking you'd have like the best game ever made. Right? You'd have like the best game ever made. The issue is that they've all got really good ideas, and then none of them have focused in on that. It's always been really good ideas, and then a bunch of other shit nobody wants. You point to any MMO except Lord of the Rings Online, which I consider to be the worst MMO ever made. You point to any MMO, I will be able to tell you the best thing about it. The best thing about it. And why, if you were like making your own Frankenstein MMO, that's the part you chop out and stitch on. You know? I ain't wrong. At least they haven't forgotten about it. It still gets XP months. They just haven't done anything with Monstrosity yet. Blame Yoshi P until they actually have rewards for it. Well, blaming Yoshi P is one thing, but I think poor old Final Fantasy... I don't know, man. Square Enix is getting shafted. Square Enix is, like, on fire currently. So... I mean, I hate to say it, but it's questionable whether Final Fantasy will be around in, like, 5 years. Do you know what I mean? Because Square Enix are imploding. There he is! We got him to spawn, boys! It's an achievement. Fuck him up. I don't know if we're strong enough, but we're gonna try. He's pretty tough. But we have got insane regen. Ow. Timmy, I need you to hit this man. Look at this BRD tank. Look at this BRD tank, boys. I'm unkillable. I can't die. Did I actually take this subjugation before I did. Okay, good. So is the asshole CEO at the top? It's true. On fire would be a good thing. True. Square Enix has been on fire. I guess Square Enix is actually like kind of just a smouldering pile at this point. Pimmy! He fucking one-shotted Pimmy! Oh, we're in trouble now, boys. Look how tanky I am, though. Can I make it? Ugh. This is for Pimmy. Fucking onion-looking ass bitch. My health bar's like barely moved. Fuck you. Give me that optical earring, baby. I need it. Right, well, now, unfortunately, we can't get Pimmy back for another fucking 800 years. What I need to go is back to YouTube, and... not YouTube. What did I say, YouTube? I need to go back to Juno, and just kind of, see how close I am to getting the signal earring. Or the tactics pearl. I want the tactics pearl. How much I complain about my issues with the state of 14 depends on how much I want to get into the state of the Degen community. The game actually playing it for the combat years ago. Final Fantasy 14 is a subject that we talk about so much on this channel that I almost get tired of it. But here's the deal. I think the community for 14 is its own sort of special brand of weird. Every MMO community that I've experienced, every single one, has something wrong with it. Because I'm not being cute or anything, right? But in order to play a game like this, and play it to sort of an end game level, I do think there has to be something wrong with you to begin with. Because I think most normal people would look at a game and go, well, how long does it take to get to the end of this game? And if you tell them, you know, an MMO might take 90 hours of grinding, yeah? I think most normal people would be like, well, I'm not fucking doing that. Yeah? Especially when you let them know that most of the gameplay is going to revolve around, like, questing. Yeah? So I think to be a MMO enjoyer, you have to be a bit, sort of, mentally stunted anyway. And I say that as a massive MMO enjoyer. I do think you have to have some kind of mental problem to really like these games. Especially considering we haven't had a good one in so long, and yet we still cling to them. But I think Final Fantasy XIV's community is a special brand of kind of degen, because it's porn. It's like just straight up, just ERP. There's no like going around it, you know. There's no. Even the ones that would claim to be actually role-playing, like real role-playing, would just end up being sex time, you know? It's... I summarize, I used to be able to enjoy writing smut. There's nobody interested in writing it, they just want us to masturbate. Well, who doesn't want to masturbate to animation boards? Come on, that sounds like a good evening. There's no kink or class anymore, and the crowd is just drooling at the mouth, low charisma. And a lot of it is ether players coming to clog up Crystal. Suppose all the sports fans are my asses. So video just want to jack off to mods. See, yeah, mods... The modding community for 14 is unlike any MMO. It's unlike any other MMO. No other MMO has that level of, like, modding going on. You know? Dang, is that really the best I can do? No other game has that level of modding going on for it. And to some people, the modding is like everything they enjoy, and that's fine. Like, if that's how you want to play that game, if that's how you enjoy that game, I have legitimately no qualms with people enjoying a game their way. Because I'm currently playing Final Fantasy XI wrong, right? I'm not using trusts. I'm playing by myself. Like, I'm not doing the game right. So I can't ever judge anyone else for how they want to play an MMO. But what I can do is say that the modding in Final Fantasy XI or Final Fantasy XIV goes kind of crazy. Yeah? That whole... what's it called? Merentorium or whatever, where you can, like, see other people's mods and shit. That's weird. That's, like, super far out there. It's impressive. Like, it's technically impressive, but it's just kind of, like, obsessive and weird, you know? Like, when you've gotten to the point where the modding for an MMO is that important to you, I feel like you've lost touch a little bit with reality, you know? Is this Cascaded out of control? Do you play Magic the Gathering? I played Magic the Gathering Arena a little bit, and I quite liked it, honestly. My issue with Magic the Gathering was, in my short time with it, I got really frustrated with white decks because I felt like white was overpowered. And I'm probably wrong because I was a noob, I don't really know Magic the Gathering. But in my experience, I just got fucking dumpstered by white decks over and over again, and I felt like they were busted. I was like, where's the weakness? Like, the other decks, I could see the weaknesses. I could understand what the counterplay was. But white, I just felt like just bodied you, no matter what. White just, like, swarms the field with a bunch of insane, like, flying monsters and angels and shit. And you're just like, well, what do I do? I don't think so. I think the 14 community is actually improving. I really do. And I'll tell you for why. You're seeing more and more videos now where people are decrying the state of 14, and I think that's good. Whether they're right or whether they're wrong, I think it's good for them to have shifted away a little bit from obsessively worshipping the game. Yeah? Because it used to be that 14 was just obsessively worshipped. You could not say anything bad about that game, or you would be destroyed. Lazy Peon, the MMO reviewer, and here's the thing, I don't like Lazy Peon, so I'm not, like, fanboy defending him. I don't like him. But he did a video about Final Fantasy 14 in which he didn't like it, and he pointed out the reasons why he didn't like it, blah, blah, blah. And he got harassed to the point where he did a revised video claiming that he loved it. Now, I'm sorry, you don't change your opinion that easily. I get the feeling he just felt like he had to change his opinion because he was being harassed so much, which is sad. But now you're seeing more videos from that community sort of unhappy with the state of the game and things like that. And I think that's really good. Whether their criticisms are right or wrong is irrelevant to me. I just think it's good that they are finally taking a more critical stance at the game and not just blindly saying it's the best game ever made. You know? Because as I've said before, do not get it twisted. I used to enjoy 14. I really did. Legitimately, I used to be a huge 14 player. I used to do my dailies every single day. I was huge into that game. But it's one of those things where I found that just over time it just got homogenized and made too easy. Legitimately, I will never get over when they got rid of the different tank stances. When they stopped tanks having more than one stance, and I don't know, man. I liked having a DPS stance. I thought it was cool. White and their 20 Swords of Plowshares with different names. This is the thing. White decks to me in Magic the Gathering, and I'm a noob, I've not played much. I had one red deck and I had fun with it. But in my time playing Magic the Gathering, I felt like I could beat any deck. You know, I understood the strengths of any deck. White is the only deck I did not understand the strengths of. Yeah? Red I understood as the one that has like burn spells and like could swarm the field with goblins and stuff like that. Blue I understood as the counter spell deck that was like about shutting you down and making sure you couldn't do anything. Green I understood was all about putting down giant monsters with trample and shit like that and big spiders, and so I understood that. Black I understood as being like vampirism, and I understood a lot of the sort of intricacies of that. In fact, Black had Toxin, which was one of my favorite, was it called Toxin? Where once you get 20 tokens of it on the enemy, they'd lose. I love playing with I love playing around with Toxin. But White, I just didn't understand. White, I just didn't understand. White just fucking sat there and just did everything. Yeah? White just seemed to do everything well. Which just, I don't know how you were meant to beat it. I guess speed? I don't know. I feel like Magic is really cool. And I wish I was good at it. My one major complaint outside of White deck with Magic is I don't think the cards look nice. I think they're kind of boring to look at. It might just be because I'm used to Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which I think just look really cartoony and crazy. And Magic cards just look kind of muted by comparison. You know what I mean? They look kind of bland by comparison. White is always boring. I liked my red deck. I thought red was fun. Playing green or red? I had a red deck, and I think I had a black deck. And I think the black deck... No! Yeah, I had a red and a black... And I think... I can't remember which deck it was, but I had a deck that was really good at stacking Toxin. That was it. Those are the only two decks I played. Red Black is fun. Yeah, like I said, I like Magic. I think it's a cool card game. I think, and this is coming from someone who's like a Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I think Yu-Gi-Oh is the worst card game in existence. I think Yu-Gi-Oh is shit. As a card game, I think Yu-Gi-Oh is complete dog shit. It's literally unplayable. If Yu-Gi-Oh was released now in the form that it is now, if there was no like build up to how it is now, if it was released as it is now, yeah, no one would play it. The only reason anyone plays Yu-Gi-Oh is because they grew up with it, they've played the previous iteration of Yu-Gi-Oh where it was a little more slow, more methodical, and they've built up to this power creep, yeah, to where now it's literally unplayable. I'm sorry, but Yu-Gi-Oh is unplayable. And I say that as someone who not only, like, I don't lose every single game of Yu-Gi-Oh! In fact, I actually really enjoy theory crafting Yu-Gi-Oh! I really enjoy like making weird decks, as you've seen when we play Master Duel on stream. That Master Duel stream we had, where I played against that guy using Harpies, was so fun, and it made me so happy. Because to me, that was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. It was a back and forth, anyone could win. It wasn't decided in the first fucking turn. It took, like, what, 20 turns to be won? That was an insanely fun match of Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Should be. But it just isn't anymore. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is now decided in one turn. And it sucks. Digimon cards look fantastic. I haven't actually looked at any Digimon cards. I'll take a look at some in a minute, out of curiosity. I think there are a lot of Digimon that look cool as hell. I never watched the thing, though. Can I link one? Sure. I may not look at it immediately, but I'll look at it when I get a spare 5 minutes. Unfortunately, the way my windower works, if I now Alt-Tab out, it might crash. So, so you gotta give me a few minutes. I have to figure out a way to get windower to work better with OBS, but OBS really struggles with old games. So it really struggles with Final Fantasy. Digimon is nice. I like Digimon. I never watched it or have like that much attachment to it, but every Digimon I've ever been shown looks really cool. Digimon's trading card game has its own comic and novel series called Liberator, and they gave Tyrannomon line a new mega level Digimon to be the boss monster. Dynamon is basically just Godzilla with more fire. I wish they would actually make more Digimon things. How popular is Digimon anymore? I know I've got that card game in my wish list that we looked at last time that I really want to play, but it's $70. I'm not spending $70 on a card game I know nothing about. You know? That's just brutal. Right, who is the subjugation here? Ziggy Bone Eater. Who the fuck is that? Just showing against probably like some of the 4 to 6 month popular training going to there. Huh. Somewhat popular still. I should look into Digimon. I think Digimon's cool. It wasn't something I watched as a kid, so like. Eh. A new game or a new mobile game that lasts. So we've got a web novel called Seekers. All I know about Digimon is that you don't want to look for too much Renamon art because you'll start to fall down a rabbit hole. That's all I know about Digimon. Can I defeat Quavo Death Hurler? Let's find out, boys. I have no idea who this guy is, but we're gonna try. Will he hurl death at me? I'm gonna play a song, I'm gonna do a dance, and now I'm ready. Yeah! Okay, he's way too strong. Okay. I might be fucked on this one, boys. Oh, but look at the evasion! He fucking pelted me. He sure did hell death at me. How's the Cat's Eye journey going? I'm not really doing Cat's Eye anymore, I'll be honest with you. I lost interest. I'll be honest with you, my issue with Cat's Eye was kind of twofold. My main issue with Cat's Eye was that new venture system they do, which has kind of just replaced leveling parties. To the point where you can't really get a leveling party anymore. So the venture system, I don't know, man. Not crazy about it. It seems cool in concept, but it's like kind of just an XP party with extra steps, you know? Well, there's a point. I wonder if we've got anything new from Luto. Yeah! Pimmy Kettle told me she was thinking about upgrading her weapon. I sense some serious confusion, though. Why don't you help her out and leave a new weapon or shield with me? New weapon. We need a new weapon for Pimmy. Should we give her something cool? She's got a great sword, right? Should we give her something weird? Or should we give Pimmy? Let's have a look. Can I give her like a ranged weapon? Can you give Pimmy like a bow or something? I probably can't, right? That doesn't seem right. Great sword all the way. I wonder what great swords there are in stock. I don't think I can give her any of these. I might be able to give her Inferno sword. I'm legitimately not sure what I can give her. I'll have to look it up. Anyways, but it's trying to claw back what he gave by bringing trust, so that the group members having some interesting sorts to hang out with. Can you actually give her? Yeah, yeah. Her great sword is. I gave her. So how it works, in my knowledge, is the more you use them, the more they level up, and the more affinity you get with them. And then you can start to give them like armor pieces and weapons and things to use. And the really cool thing is they're not constrained by that weapon. So, for instance, if we give her a greatsword, it will do the same damage, by and large, as like if we gave her a great axe. Same, the speed of the weapon doesn't matter, like, which means you can just give her whatever looks coolest, which is always going to be greatsword. Let's have a look at her. No ranged weapons? Dang. There she is. She's a beast. And you've got to use this thing to chat with her. You've got to chat with her occasionally. And then that'll increase your affinity. You can talk about battle. You can change, like, her combat style. Weapon skills. It's quite cool how much you can actually customize. And that's what I was saying. If you can... Not only do they do weapon skills, Nazir, they will save their TP and tell you when they've got TP ready so you can skill chain with them. They are legitimately so much cooler than trusts. They are so much cooler than trusts. But Square Enix went the lazy route. Square Enix went the lazy route on this one. What else is new? How does it recommend you play dot hack games on Steam? What's dot hack? Alright, give me 1 second here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to A, look at this Yu-Gi-Oh card. And B, have a look at what swords I can give Himi. Have a look. Yes, play dot hack? What's dot hack? Alright. Where's that Yu-Gi-Oh card? I've lost it. There it is. Oh wow, look at that. Dino Mod. That's cool art. I like that. I have no idea what the fuck any of this is. Digivolve level 5! Of course. He looks like a beast. You may suspend one Digimon, then delete one of your opponent's suspended Digimon with the lowest DP. It's like a single-player MMO JRPG. Only the greatest MMO ever made. Does it cost money? I like him. We're looking at some Digimon stuff because I do want to play a card game, but I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. That game is fucking dog now. And it looks like we can get a... she's got a Claymore. We can give her the two-handed sword, the Inferno sword. Let's try... two-handed sword or Inferno sword. Which of 4 games of PS2 titles that are hardest to put your hands on? Emulate it? Ah. Emulation's fine, we can do that. We can do that. I got a lot of games I need to play, so... generally speaking, like, big requests like that. Like, the last time we did a big request was we played, Legend of Dragoon. And that was for, Lilithset, who I haven't seen around, which is a real shame, because they were fucking awesome. And they did a big contribution and stuff, and I was like, wow, what would you like me to play? I got a lot of games I want to play right now, so if I was to play something like that, I would need like an incentive, you know. I got so many games to play right now, I kind of can't wrap my... I'm like hesitating, like I'm paralyzed. I keep playing Final Fantasy XI just because I'm sort of... not sure how to even begin with the games that I'm playing right now. Like the main one I really want to play, I really want to play Die by the Sword. Die by the Sword, when we played that last time on stream, was so fun. I just need to get it to work. It's one of those old games, and it's so old that it just doesn't work on computers very easily. So I need to sit down one day and make it work. What was I doing? Let's check the scrolls, see what songs I might need. Are there any bard songs I do not have that might be good? Melee attack accuracy. Not bad, not bad. That's kind of it for now. That's fine. It's 4 games, but each one is like 15 hours for the game itself and a bit of post-chapter content. Yeah. 15 hours? You think I've got 15 hours? I haven't got 15 minutes, mate. Besides that, on the Digimon Trigger Fan Simulator? Ah. A new Digimon game is a Digimon story game. That'll be a good game. You can't jinx it like that, Floofy. You don't know. This could be the first shit one. Right. Is there any cool gear? Brass Cyphos is pretty good. Well, take it. Right. Let's get the Plain Sword and the Inferno Sword. They're both the same. Oh wait, my inventory's full. My inventory's full of shell shields. Would anyone like a shell shield? I was okay with dying there, to be honest with you, because I didn't want to be in, fucking stupid... Gusterberg. Because I'm not a fucking... I'm gonna be honest with you, Ron 4 is just so much better than Gusterberg and Saruta Bruta. Those places suck. It's Ron 4 or nowhere, baby. Right. Alright, we've got a better sword. Considerably better sword. Let's get the Inferno Sword just to be... in case she can wield that. I think giving her a better weapon will make her damage go up. I'm not sure, though. I might be really wrong on that. Stammer! Mummy! Check out the bard. The bard who's always hard. The cool thing about Dot Hack games at the time was that you could carry a save between each of the games. Oh, that's pretty sweet. First, it could be ran quicker if you took a little detour to get speedrunning game, bully some goblins. That perhaps everything. That is really cool. More games need to do that shit. I'm gonna send my mule over there later. She's a ninja. Raz, my man, come play with me. Come party with your boy Buns. The Spoony Bard. It's me, the Spoony Bard. From remember when I played Final Fantasy? Was it 3? Is that 3 or 4? Whichever one that is with the Spoony Bard in it. I played that on stream and did all the voices and everything. The day after, my throat was like dead. Because I kept changing my voice for each character. My throat was like gone. I couldn't speak. It was cool. It was a good stream. I'm barbecuing, so I can't chat long. Taking advantage of the warm -4 degree. Smoking. Okay, Stam, are you chilling? Chilling? We're just gonna have a little chill sesh today because I've had quite a. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had quite a week. I'll tell you a story in a moment once I've remembered what I'm doing. Oh, I'm checking on the Jester's hat just in case. Give me my hat. Dang it. If anyone on Bahamut wants to send me this hat, I will give you 1,000 kisses. Because it's so fucking rare, and the way to get it is bullshit. Frankly. Abyssea. You're gonna ask me to do Abyssea? That ain't happening. No normal person wants to do Abyssea. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to... let's go back and trade this sword to what's-her-face. Abyssea, can't be that hard. You have to have, like, Abyssea fame. So if you've got fame in Abyssea, maybe you could do it. I would love anyone forever who sent me a Jester's hat. I would love them forever, and I'd write their name on my forehead. Juno. We have friends do Abyssea with. That'd be cool. I'm always down. I'm down to do any content with people. If people come on to Bahamut and say, "Hey, I want to do fucking, I don't know, ambuscade," something which I famously don't really care for, I still do it. You know. I like playing with people. That's the reason I like MMOs as much as I do. I like interacting with people. MMOs, generally speaking, the actual gameplay isn't as important to me as the fact that I'm playing with a bunch of people, you know? Alright, Luto. It's fun, Kraz. 5 hours? Floofy, my man, I reckon I could manage that one for you. I reckon I could do that. Right, let's try the Inferno Sword. Nah. Plain Sword? Wait, what? Fancy, good timing as always. There's something you should know. Just so well, I was approached by a promising young writer. For his next project, he said he wanted to write a story about you and Pimmy Kettle. Me and Pimmy Kettle! The legend of Pimmy Kettle and Bunsey. Hell yeah! I have no idea how he found out, but he showered me with questions about the gates, glass of all-seeing, and his own words what he thought to be a fated meeting between you two. What's this? Jester's headband? Nah, it's Jester's hat. It's a level 5 hat. It's a purple Jester's cap. Isn't it a murder and I'm happy? That's kind of how I am. As long as I'm killing shit, generally speaking, I'm happy. He ranted on about how he thought your 2 stories would be perfect for his yet-to-be-written book. Tangent still, but since I'm not a manager or anything, I sent him on his way. He did say, though, that he insisted Juno for a while. Last I heard, he was hanging out in Relude Gardens. Perhaps. What the fuck is this? What quest is this? Can I still give Pimmy her sword? Pimmy's just not taking my sword anymore. I don't know. Maybe I've got to do this quest now. No stock either? Yeah, it's really rare. I have it on my main account. That's what stresses me out. I have it on my main account, so the fact that I can't log into my main account is super shitty. Because I could just send it from my main account. Bond might need to be higher. No, because she said that she wanted a sword when we spoke to her last. Now we've gone back. And now she doesn't want the sword anymore. What is this quest we're on? Huh? What? Alright, give me a second. I gotta look this up. Because like everything in Final Fantasy XI, nothing makes sense. Storyline quests. I have no idea what quest I'm on. It didn't even give me a quest. The fuck am I on? I did mirror. Apparently this isn't past reflections. Because this is like, she wants me to get a book. I don't... Is this Chameleon Capers? Right, let me try this. Speak to Moo Ho Ho. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I'm glad that fucking window hasn't actually crashed each time I've alt-tabbed out of it. That's nice. Question is, if I make an out AF, do I acquire my cat girl a husband or go always go ambiguously gay, that's it, come on. Come on. Use your brain. Is this very cool? Oh, we're not those who pretend to be a lesbian. Yeah, who needs them? Women, eh? Who needs them? Can't live with them? Is that guy called Anoop? Who the fuck is this? Anoop. Hey, right, Anoop. What's up, dude? In the chaos of war, the Archduke had a brilliant plan. He believed that the three nations' only chance was to cast aside their squabbles and stand as one. Great. See you later, Anoop. Right. This one? I legitimately have no fucking clue what quest this is. I gotta look this up again. Chameleon Capers. It ain't that. It ain't. Bait and switch? No. Mixed signals? I have no clue what quest this is. No clue. Legitimately doesn't make any sense. Giraffe Mart? I'd go to Giraffe Mart. Giraffe Mart's just Toys R Us, right? Wasn't Toys R Us's thing a big giraffe? I love the fact that I've clearly started a quest, but does it show up in my current quests? Does it bollocks? Welcome to Final Fantasy XI, everybody. I've done Mirror Mirror. First place, the only quest for Revenge Fairs that mentions a book. But what did she say? Ran on about how he thought your sister was with others yet to be written book. Sounds interesting, but I'm not measuring it so much way. This said he was a tutor for a while. Last I heard, he was hanging out in Relude Gardens. Maybe he's at the rendezvous point? No. You? I'm not going to talk to every single NPC. That's just... I'm going back to talk to Luto again. Like, what the hell? This is the one thing... Oh, well, one thing. This is one of the many things that I hate about Final Fantasy XI. How I've clearly started a quest, but the game is so fucked, it won't even tell me the name of the quest that I'm on. Yeah? It's so stupid. Puzzer shut down, did it? It sure did. I think they did a resurgence. I think they're back. Like, there's a few open again or something. Someone bought them and there's like a few open again, I think. I might be wrong about that. Quests that aren't quests are really dumb. It's extremely dumb. I should always at least know the name of what I'm doing. Like, I no idea what this quest is. And now I can't give her the sword? I think. So, I got no clue. I think I found another quest. What am I doing? It was literally like this guy wants to write a story about how epic I am. I don't know what the fuck that is. The effects of any weapon you give them a function? I don't think so. I think it's literally just chameleon capers. I went and spoke to that person though and they didn't do anything. Like it says go and speak to the guy on the balcony, right? I went and spoke to them. Didn't do anything. Maybe I need my signal pearl equipped. Like, as a complete fucking aside, maybe I need my signal pearl equipped. Is that Kale from League of Legends? There they are. That's what she does on her time off. Stands around in Relude. I really like Relude Gardens because I am from a city called Norwich in England, and the Norwich University, or the UEA, the University of the West of England, the University of East of England, in my brain, looked like this. It probably doesn't, but as a kid, I used to think it looked like this. It's got like concrete brutalist structures and stuff. I always thought it looked like that. I'm trading a plain sword. I'm trying to. Plain sword or inferno sword. See? This doesn't do anything. And I can't go up any higher. Right, I've done Mirror Mirror. I've done... Right, next one is Past Reflections. She asked you to retrieve a book from the... She hasn't asked me to do that at all. She did not. I've not done this one, and she didn't ask me to go to the... The fuck? This game is broken. She did not ask me to retrieve a book. That's not what she asked me to do. She told me about some, like, guy who wanted to write a book. Flash of the comrades. This is fucked, dude. Claim what's your own sword in front. These guys. This is fucked. Right, adventuring fellow. Done those. Quest event, past reflections. She's gotta be like familiarity 30, right? So past reflections. It's gotta be this quest. Even though the dialogue is nothing like that. Zone after the previous. Speak to Luto for a cutscene that begins this quest. She'll ask you to retrieve a book from the opposite. That's not what she asked me to do. Go to Windurst Waters and speak to Suzuka Parika. We're gonna have to try it. Because I legitimately have no clue what that quest was. Because this game is made by a fucking moron, it's not even showing up in my quest list. This game is stupid, dude. This game is dumb as hell. Let's all go play fucking... Let's all go play fucking, I don't know, Valorant. Do I even have a Windurst thing? I do, thank God. Broken game's broken? Like, what the fuck? You know, Claymore, two-handed sword, Inferno sword. Oh, two-handed sword. I don't think I can get that from the... Maybe I can. Spark vendor. Right, Windurst Waters is all the way on the other side of the fucking planet. I hate Windurst. Windurst stinky. I hate Windurst more than I hate Bastok, and that's saying something. I think Windurst has the nicest vibe, but it is laid out like shit. I wonder if they can. I think. If I remember what Stammer told me correctly, they can. It takes a long time. Apparently leveling your adventuring fellow takes a long time. It's not like a quick... It's not like trusts where they're just like automatically your level. It takes like, I'm pretty sure Pimmy is only like level 35 or something. And I've used her every single chance I can. Plus, the other thing that sucks is until I get a Tactician Pearl, if she dies like she has, I can't summon her again for 6 fucking hours. So, her dying to that NM kind of fucked us a little bit. But she died as she lived. A hero. I suggest I need to work on. Don't get me wrong, I'm really enjoying retail right now. What we're gonna do, our next mission, is we're gonna get to... like... I don't know, let's get to Let's get to limit break. Like, let's get to 50 and see how much content we can do before we have to limit break. How about that? We'll see how much content we can do before we have to limit break. And then we'll limit break. And we'll keep doing that. I think that's what we'll do. That'll be fun. We'll actually use the limit break as an actual, like, limit break. I think that's a cool idea. Go and unlock Corsair and a few other jobs are like Bard. I'm only doing Bard because I want to be like a clown. I want to do like silly clown character. I don't have the hat though. I might have to forsake the idea until I get the hat. Right, I'm in Windust Waters. The repository is up here. You can be taken. Yeah, I think they're really cool. It's just I'm not. Don't quote me on this. I might be wrong. I think they're better than trusts. Like they eventually become stronger than a trust, but I could be wrong. They're probably not stronger than like the best trusts, but put it like this: they're definitely stronger than Aldo is. Aldo is the most fucking pointless trust ever. I think it's Summoner 17. That's a lot of classes. I can't do all the classes. Especially mages. I can do any of the classes that aren't mages, but the moment I'm like, I have to level black mage, all I want to do is end my life. Is this the guy I'm looking for? Tusuka Porika. That's him. Doesn't do anything. I have no idea what quest we're on. I have no fucking clue what that quest was about. This is the Adventuring Fellow quest. This is the second Adventuring Fellow quest where you kill the skeleton. This is the third one where you kill the dragon. Done that. Past Reflections is this one that doesn't do anything. She wants a rare metal. No idea what that's all about. No idea what that's all about. It's none of those. It's literally none of those quests. Maybe it wasn't a quest, but an offhand topic? That seems weird. Because there was a cutscene for it. She didn't just say it. That was like a cutscene. What was the last one we gave it? Claymore. I guess it must have just been like a weird offhand comment. That's so strange. Because it was like a full cutscene and everything. Huh. Alright, whatever. I don't really care. The last weapon I gave her was a claymore. Let me think for a moment. Those are my... Oh, you can't see my class spread, can you? So far I've gotten Dancer to 37. What would be a cool Dancer sub-quest class? I don't know, I'm not gonna lie to you. Bard, I don't know. I don't know if Bard is my speed. Let's have a look. Jobs. What could be funny? Humbug. I think Bard might be our best bet, sadly. Darn. I've said before and I've said again, I actually really like Warrior / Dancer. Issue I have with that, unfortunately, is it doesn't really excel at anything. But Warrior Dancer is so fun. Paladin Dancer, that's fun. In fact, Dancer in general is just fun. Check it out, guys. It's rip-off Shantoto. Shatoto. There she is. Bargain bin Shantoto. These Warrior Dancers coming for endgame content. Warrior Dance is so fun. I love it. To be fine, I love Dancer in general. I would say Dancer is probably my favorite class in the game. Just because of how much fun and flexibility it gives to other classes. It lets other classes be like able to do so many fun things. Just the steps alone. The steps and the flourishes are my favorite thing. Dancer as a main job is probably my favorite class to play. It's just a real shame, in my opinion. Number one, that they're kind of stuck using daggers, which I find really boring. And number two, they're good, but I've always hated the fact that 2 dancers is not a good thing. I've always thought that 2 dancers should be at, like, Sambas should stack. If Samba's stacked, I always thought Dancer would be 2 dancers would be incredible. What are we doing? Looking at the great swords. Yeah, see? I don't think they do the one I want for her. We'll see. I can't even summon her now anyway. My inventory's full again? Oh no, I already have one. Dang. If they use different Sambas, they overwrite? Yep. It's totally stupid. You don't that's really good. But the Sambas don't stack. If you could have one dancer doing Haste Samba and the other dancer doing Drain Samba, it would be so cool. We're buffing the other for heals. I've always liked Tank Dancer. Fan Dance lets you be tanky enough for some things. Tanking as Dancer is really fun, in my opinion. Fan Dance is really fun, and Sword Dance is really fun. Those 2 skills alone make Dancer awesome. Dancer is legit my favorite class. Dancer's not good though? Yeah. Then you're just kind of pushing it then. Let's go slap some orcs. Let's go slap some orcs around. In fact, I can't remember. But I think if we get a buff from the book, it'll carry over when when you go to another zone. I think. Let's go get the buff. I want to be like region from my hat, region from the book, region from the song, Drain Samba. Also, I forgot to equip my cornet that I saved. There we go. You know what? Let's pump it. Let's pump it to the max. I want that. I want protect. Give me all of them, baby. I want... God damn it, I hate these menus. I want the dried meat. That's what we gave him was Claymore, right? It sure was. Two-handed sword. Unfortunately, the I don't think that the Sparks vendor sells the two-handed sword. So I'm gonna have to get one from a shop or get someone to craft one or buy one on it. I don't think there's ever going to be one in the auction house. No one sells low-level gear on the auction house, so... What the fuck's going on here? Look at these fucking guys. That's one player. That's one player with his little harem that he's made. All of these beautiful women would love me in real life. 3 NPCs sell them? Ooh. You better not just list off these Sparks vendors. Or I'm gonna be pissed. It was the Spark. It's not the Sparks vendors. They don't sell that. Leave me alone, orcs. Right, here's the plan. Ghost Outpost we don't really need to do because we've done it. But what we could do, we're what, level 13? Maybe we could do Yogurt Grotto? It'd be a bit of a stretch. Probably better off just going to Fort Ghoshpa, honestly. To Fort Ghoshpa! Not sure if Kamuna sells them anymore, though. We'll get one. We can't even summon Pimmy for now, so... it'll have to wait. I quite like the idea of actually using the limit break properly, though. The concept of the limit break is you know, you've reached your limit, and you have to push past it. I quite like the idea of us reaching our limit break, doing as much content as we possibly can, and then, oh, we can't do any more. We have to do the limit break to go further. I quite like that, because conceptually, it makes the limit break actually a thing, rather than just a chore. It makes it like an actual fulfilling thing. I like that idea. That's what we'll do. Once we hit 50, we have to do as much content as we can. As many missions, quests, well not quests, missions as we can before we have to limit break again. I like that idea. I like that idea, I do. Get out of my way, you fat bitch. Oh, you're gonna fight me? Come on, dude. You know how this ends. Boom. Don't ever think you can cross me. Like it at 50, especially COP? Well, considering we're not using trusts, we're gonna be kind of doing as much as we can each time solo, which may not be a lot. Unless, of course, we manage to get some other people to join us. If anyone else wants to join us for content, I am always down for that. I'm always down for, like, actual real people to play with. But the game being as old as it is, that's not always a possibility, you know? I'm broke this week, my alt slot is locked. Aww. Gonna have to... Do you know what you should do if you're broke? You should donate to Bun's stream. That's an investment in the future. I feel that though, Nazir. I've been recovering financially from like the 2 weeks where I was sick and I couldn't work. I've been trying to recover financially from that for a while, and it's not easy going. It really isn't. And decimated since Christmas. Did you buy something crazy for Christmas? Did you go overboard at Christmas time? Dude was out here buying solid gold fucking hubcaps. He was feeling the Christmas cheer. I think you once to spill into January, February. Wow, are you buying like a bunch of stuff? You know, it's about the thought that counts, Nizzy. You didn't have to buy people a bunch of stuff, I'm sure. Then again, maybe you did. Maybe... I mean, I don't know what your living situation's like. Maybe you're a family man. That's the one good thing about being a desperate loner. Just small gifts for an expanding family? Ah. The Minotaur fight that might break you? We'll see, Raz. We'll see. Let's be a doting uncle? Aww. I can get behind that. You had to be the cool uncle, didn't you? You had to be cool Uncle Nazir. Beast up. We're not playing Beast, we're playing Bard. We ain't relying on Beast. We relied on Beast last time. We ain't relying on Beast again. We'll just play how we'll just see what happens. You know? I think part of the fun is in just seeing what happens. We'll see what happens, we'll adopt, adapt, and improve. And we will beat things. That's the fun of it. Going into it not knowing exactly where the challenge is, not knowing exactly what I've got to overcome. That's the fun part. The shit part is in the 3 days it takes for me to beat, like, a really easy mission. What's her birthday was February 1st? She got a Christmas and second Christmas, then birthday? Oh, man. Spoiled, Nazir. And you're doing this and you're not even subbed to your boy Buns? What is wrong with you? Oh, shit. Oh, it's just one of these. You fucking orc. Boom. I do kind of like how I have a sword but no shield. I look cool as hell. Gypsy. There we go. Is there through the prime already? You son of a... Which scumbag got your prime, huh? Who was it? Was it fuck... I'll bet it was fucking Asmongold. You ran over there to Asmongold, didn't you? Asmongold, take my money! I'm just teasing you. Nobody who joins my streams has to do fucking anything. It is not a requirement, believe me, I do it. I've been doing it since day one. For pittance. For nothing. For free. And that's kind of how it stays, honestly. I don't... Sometimes, I've been asked once or twice, you know, if I could do this as a job, would I want to? And I honestly think that the answer is no. I like my job, and I think if I felt obligated to play games like every day, I couldn't do it anymore. You know? Like I couldn't bring myself. If I had to wake up in the moment, oh, I have to play Final Fantasy for 6 hours today. I have to do that. I don't think I would want to anymore. Because I don't even play video games every day. I play video games when I want to. Yeah, or when I've got friends around that want to. I don't want to sit here playing them all day, you know? I don't hate Asmund, he's just kind of dumb. And so when I'm looking at Tuesday, he puts his foot in his mouth. I hate Asmongold. I've explained multiple times why I hate Asmongold. I despise him. I legitimately hate him. I think he is one of the worst human beings who has ever lived. Alright, maybe he's not up there with, like, Hitler and Stalin, but I hate him. I despise him. And people often say, oh, you're just jealous. No, legitimately no. Although, to be honest with you, you know, being jealous of a rich person, I think that just goes hand in hand with, like, being human. It's like, obviously, I wish I had millions of dollars. It's not that. The reason I despise Asmongold as much as I do is because he has this persona that, oh, because he comes from poverty, now he's got all of this money, he doesn't know what to do with it, and it's so baffling, and so he just sits on it. And if there's one thing I despise in this world, as someone who does come from relatively low income myself, if there's one thing I despise on this world, it is somebody who has infinite money and actively chooses to hoard it and do nothing with it. Which is what Asmongold does. Now, either there's one of two reasons for that, which he goes over, right? Which is, oh, he's never had this much money before because he's come from poverty, so he doesn't know what to do with it. Or he's greedy. Those are the only two options. If it's the first one, he's retarded. Because I'm sorry, no matter where you come from, if you suddenly come into a bunch of money, you spend it. On whatever. And I do not care. If he went around with his millions and millions of dollars and started buying Lamborghinis and fucking stuff like that, I'd be okay with that. Because at least he's stimulating the economy. At least he's putting money around. At least he's putting money in other people's hands. Yeah? It's like blood. Money is like blood. It has to flow. Right? If you just hoard it, you are a clot. You are a blood clot. And that is how I see him. I see him as either a blood clot or a parasite. One of the two. I think it's the first one, personally. I don't care which of the two it is. They're both bad. Say what you will about Elon Musk, which, again, another person I don't like. I think liking Elon Musk is... It has to be something wrong with you mentally for you to like Elon Musk at this point. But, say what you will about Elon Musk, at least he spends some of his money. And at least he hires people, at least he does this and this and that. And people go, oh, but Asmongold does this and that for charity. And it's like, when you make that much money on a stream, daily, doing one stream where the money goes to charity. Now, I'm never going to decry someone for giving money to charity. That's always good. Regardless of which way you slice it, that's always good. However, I don't think it can be ignored, the fact that if you make a lot of money every stream, sacrificing one stream to give money to charity is not a big deal for you. Right? You're just a hoarder. What do you do for make money? No, you hoard for hoard. That's the thing. I don't like hoarding money. I think hoarding of wealth is one of the biggest crimes against humanity you can do. I think hoarding money is a crime against humanity. That is legitimately how I feel. Because like it or loathe it, money is incredibly important, right? I don't like money. I've never been money-minded. I've never been like, oh, I need to make this much money. I will make what I make to pay my bills. I will make what I make to eat food and do the things that I want to do. And occasionally, you know, I have to save up. Occasionally, I have to do this. Occasionally, I have to do that. Occasionally, I'm destitute. Occasionally, I'm flush. To me, it is what it is. I don't really care either way, as long as I've got a roof over my head and some food to eat, and preferably an internet connection. As long as I got those things, I'm quite happy. But you better believe I'm going out and I'm giving the money to mechanics. I'm spending the money in grocery stores. Oh, but Asmongold does buy groceries. Yeah, but he has such a vast amount of wealth that him going to the grocery store every week is a spit in an ocean that he could spend. And people go, oh, you shouldn't be able, you can't tell people how to spend their money. Why not? I ain't being funny or anything, right? But doing the whole, oh, he earned it, he can do what he wants with it, that's fine. If that's how you believe, if that's what you think, that's fine, right? Here's what I think. If you've got millions of dollars and your stance is that you don't want to do anything with it, you are scum. That's just what I believe. And that's why I hate Asmongold. And also, furthermore, I also don't believe that he is going to hoard it. I don't believe that. He has this weird persona that he has to keep up now. And I think that's why he says things like that. Because he has this persona, oh, I'm this, like, helpless, grown from poverty, self-made fucking streamer man. You know, he has this weird persona that he has to maintain. So I don't actually believe for a minute that he's going to hoard his money the way that he says he is. He kind of almost has to say that at this point. Because it's the oh Asmongold, you silly sausage, you know, it's pathetic. I think he's socially out of touch. I think he's retarded. And here's the thing. You watch any Asmongold video, as we've done this several times on channels on this channel, where we get, you know, I do a bit of a hate rant. Occasionally I go on a hate rant, right? Which is, I think, fair. I'm allowed. It's my stream. You don't like it, you can fuck off. Occasionally I go on a hate rant, and we've watched Asmongold's content multiple times on my hate rants. He has never once put forward an opinion or a take or anything that was outside of what I think is the average opinion. He is, and everyone goes, oh, but he's the everyman. He's the voice of the everyman. The everyman doesn't necessarily need a fucking voice. Especially, okay, over topics as mind-numbingly unimportant as the video game industry. Right? The video game industry is one of the most saturated for opinions there is. Right? Hey, every man's smarter than this guy. Well, that's it as well. I mean, here's the other thing, right? And I maintain this to this day. I think if Asmongold started now, and hadn't been fortunate enough to have started his streaming when he did, when it was not as saturated a market, if he did it now, no, he would be like me. No one would give a fuck. He'd be in the exact same boat as me. Where I'm not making vast quantities of money. There's not vast swaths of people listening to me. You know, it is what it is. I think he was in the right place at the right time, and it served him well. I can't rag on the man for making his money. What I can rag on the man for doing is for being a parasite who does nothing with his money. That I can rag on him for. I think it's too easy to appeal to the internet. I think it's too easy to appeal to the internet. The internet is a place where someone like Critical, Moist Critical, can become hugely successful. And do you know why that is? Because all it really takes is a middle-of-the-road milquetoast take. A middle-of-the-road average take. And then to appeal to 14-year-old boys in some way. If you can appeal to 14-year-old boys in some way, you've succeeded on the internet. Because what is the internet made of? Most predominantly, 14-year-old boys. So what you want to do is either have massive tits and bounce them around, or... Hey, what's up guys, it's me, Critical, look at this dildo I found, lol. That's it. That's the secret. And if you're willing to do that, odds are you can at least get a small following. You can at least get enough of a following that you are moderately successful. But some of us only like to play ancient shit MMOs and ramble down the lens. Some of us have standards. Some of us like to play the oldest game ever and just be bitter about everything. Some of us have standards. It is what it is, you know. About his hygiene, think he's telling the truth? No. Like I said, it's all an act. I am almost 100% confident that it is entirely an act. Fate! No more. Fuck you, Fate. Just because you're 100% correct. Just because you're 1000% correct, Fate. You're not allowed to just say it. And to be fair, technically, this is Fort Gelsper, not... No, wait, this is... What is this? Yeah, this is Fort Gelsper, mate. This isn't Gelsper Outpost. This is Fort Gelsper. Completely different. Completely different. Completely different area. I've not been doing my book all this time. I'm a fool. I win this player, I don't know standing zones. Fate. You play Windurst, you come in here and you rag on me. This guy. This guy's the worst. And this guy's delete my main and getting in on this? Look. Don't delete your main. You'll regret that. Trust me, don't delete your main. You will regret that. Just be patient. I'll still be here. Don't delete your... You'll regret that. I promise you. I'm bullshitting? Good. If I made someone delete their main to play with me, and then like a week later I didn't want to play for like a month, I'd be so upset. I like Fort Gospa though, this place is cool. Like compared to Gospa Outpost, like look at this. Got the old cliffside bridge. This place is sweet. Just $1 per character. Exactly. You got $1 lying around this here. I know you. Go to your secret money stash. I know you have, Nazir. Go to your behind the Sultan's throne. He's got like 50 shekels hidden away. It's needlessly elaborate. What the fuck? It really is. I like Fort Goshba. I don't come here very often. I usually do Goshba Outpost. Fort Goshba is cool if you can survive, because it does. Fort Goshba is one of those weird zones where like one part of it is like level 10, and then the other part of it is like level 17. You know? Fort Goshba is a weird one. I think I will make it happen in my big old days, and this is it. I will still be here. I promise you that. Oh, god damn it, Faux Requiem. Alright, we pull him. You'll never get me, you orc. He got confused. You know what, I think at some point the British or whatever came around was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? They're forced to go downsize the other two zones. Don't go ham on the other zones. I do feel like there's some zones that just make no sense. Some zones are just... One section of it is super easy, and then you like move a little bit further in, and suddenly you're fighting like level 70s. It just doesn't make sense. But I don't care. I'll kill everything, baby. I'm unstoppable. See? And we get to climb all the way up. It's like a cool Takeshi's Castle type challenge. This guy, like, blind? I'm right here, dude. He is blind. I'll take it. Faux Requiem is kind of badass, huh? But I saw it did sonic damage. I thought it just like a little flat bit of damage. I didn't know it did like DOT. That's epic. I think I have a new scroll too. Yeah, Peon 2, baby. So... do the songs stack? If I cast Peon 2, can I then cast Peon 1 and get double region? Yes? Ooh. I don't know if I necessarily need that, but that's still pretty fucking sweet. So if most 2 is the max? Okay. Okay. Oh, go away. You're just a shitty bat. What do you know? I like the fact when it glitches out like that, I just stab myself in the head. Just fucking put my sword through my head. Come on, mate. You have no idea how much region I have. I am regenerating so much health. Look at my health bar. It just doesn't move. It's a very intimidating tactic. Ooh, amethyst earring. I can't wait to vendor that for like 200 gil. But I can wear cooler pants now. That's something. Damn it. I hate when they run away like that. Stop! He's teasing me. That guy's tormenting me now. Oh no, my food buff is gonna wear off. My food! Enemy protect floats as OP regen ability. Look at me. I'm like Piccolo. They chop my arm off and it just grows back. Bard seems kind of OP. I wonder why Bard is in every fucking party ever. Look at it. I'm fucking immortal. Babooey. How important is like the music skills? Like, do they affect the songs? They make the songs give me more buff, or do they just like affect offensive spells or whatever? Because I'm at what? 16 singing, 15 wind. I'm not even bothering with string until like later, I guess. Ow. They affect 90% of songs? Nice. Can I just say, by the way, I think the Destroyer beret is really cute, but the t-shirt is super ugly. Look at my health! My health has just gotten back to full. I have healed through killing. I have healed through killing. I'm fearless. What's this? Very tough. I don't think we can fight that. I don't think I can kill that. Distrager? Not Distray. The Destroyer beret. This beret that I have on? I think it's super cute. But it the shirt that comes with it is ugly. Oops. The only downside to this is how long it takes me to get all my buffs up. Wait, is that the NM? Oh, I'm fucked. I think that's the NM. Quick. Quick. Get the region up. Oh. Get Drain Somber up. It's not? Are you sure? Oh, fuck me. How did this go so wrong? Come on. Hang in there. I leveled up! Level up! Fuck you guys! These guys are mad. These guys are so pissed right now. These guys are like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. No, he just seems tough. Okay, he's a tough opponent. What I may do if he's tough is just go with double region. Hit him with the double region. Boom. Oh! Come on. Oh! I'm still in it. Who the fuck is that? No! Come on. Stop hitting me. Ah. Damn it! We were so close! Ah! We were so... Do you see how hard we tanked that, though? Like, look how what the fuck? Why did I just get raised? Why did I just get raised? Huh? The gear? Auto re-raise. What's that? So I just re-raise all the time? So if I... Obviously this guy saw me through a fucking wall, which seems bullshit. If he kills me, do I just raise again? He ain't gonna kill me anyway. Pussy. Oops. He will if I put my sword away like a genius. Come on. Swing. Swing. Yeah, go Drain Samba, go. Get me back in this. Come on, Drain Samba. Oh. Look at him. He can't do it. He couldn't do it. You pussy. You pussy orc. You couldn't even kill me. You couldn't even kill me. You dumb bitch. Look at you. You know what, mate? I'm even going to sing you a little funeral dirge. There you go. Get wrecked, mate. Couldn't even kill me when I was one hit from death. Weakened. That's how powerful I... Oh, God, I'm so fucked. How are they seeing me? They fucking... What? Who? Who saw me? So I could just revive permanently? I don't like that they can see me through this thing. You can smell the pungent scent of arrogant piss. Sheer fucking hubris. I don't know if I like this auto re-raise thing. That's stupid. Re-raise, that's stupid. I don't like that. I'm not gonna re-raise. Fuck you. Have the power of friendship? Fuck that. Nah. No power of friendship. me ask you this though. When was the last time you saw somebody dying at level 17 in Final Fantasy XI Retail? Never. That's the kind of content you get when you come to my streams. Someone who actually dies at level 17. Hey, Romagus, how you doing, my man? You were talking so much shit? I know. That was frustrating. If that shitty stone chucker didn't see me, we'd have embarrassed that man. We'd have embarrassed that man. And we can sell these because we. Why does that sell for 1? That doesn't seem right. This is what I've said about Final Fantasy XI though, on retail even. Even still, even if you what am I trying to say? Not even if you. When you play the game the way without trusts, when you play the game the way it used to be played, without trusts, the game is still challenging. Like, it's still way more difficult than, like, modern MMOs. Way more difficult. I don't think says you can literally play half-assed and lobotomized. It's still fun. I don't think it's legit. I don't even think it's that, really. I think it's... The reason I like streaming it... Are they able to try it even with trusts? Yeah, I think... Even... There's 3 main reasons I like streaming this game. Number 1, it's not particularly, like, you don't require that much focus, to the point where I can just chat with you guys for most of it. I'm, like, chatting mostly, yeah? It's not like a shooter where I have to fucking, like, zero in and what have you. Like, I could just chill. It's my favorite chill game by a long way. Number 2, it's still challenging. Like, I still die all the time. And number 3... Look at that face. That's the kind of face only a mother could love. But hands off, hands off. Yeah, that's the thing I like about this game. It's very it's hands off, but at the same time, you have to put in just enough work or just enough thought to actually survive. Because if you just mindlessly do things and don't think about it, you will die like I did. Yeah? It's hands off, not brains off? Yeah, I think that's a good way of describing this game. And that's why it's one of my favorite games to stream. And I'm sorry I haven't streamed the last few days. I've had a hell of a... Let me tell you this story quick before I'm finished for the day, right? So, I do Uber as my, like, money maker, right? And a couple of days ago, I go to work, I pick up this old lady, and she goes, "Oh, someone's left their phone in your back seat." I was like, "Oh, okay." So, I had to think then, like, who left their phone in the back of my car? And then I remembered, the last person to be in my car was the day before, and it was this dude, like this, I guess about 30, 40-year-old guy, and he had special needs, right? He was telling me about it. He was like talking to me about it. He's telling, "Oh yeah, my sister takes care of me," and but he was talking about how she's always talking to him on the phone. And then I realized it was his phone. It was in the back. He'd forgotten it. I thought, oh fuck, he needs this phone, like, badly. Now I wouldn't nick anyone's phone, right? Contrary to, you know, my English accent, I wouldn't nick anyone's phone. But it was the urgency of the thing. Like, if it was just some random, I'd be like, okay, I'll do my work, and then I'll go and try and find them, right? But I thought, oh shit, this guy needs his phone badly. I spent the whole day, 2 days ago, driving around Greenville, which is a very big city, very busy, trying to remember where the fuck he was. Like, it took me damn near 4 hours to find the guy again. Give him his phone back. And you know what the real kicker was? When I contacted Uber and told them, hey, I have this dude's phone, can you give me his information? Number one, they wouldn't do it because it's like a security thing. They won't give out like previous customers' information because they're afraid that if someone gets a bad review or something, they'll go around someone's house and like beat them up, right? So they wouldn't give out his information, but he said, oh, I'll contact him. And I literally just I was like, how the fuck are you going to contact the guy? I have his phone. So I sat there watching this fucking Uber person try and call the guy on the phone that I had. And I was just watching because I couldn't answer it because it was locked. So I was just watching the phone call happen. I was like, dude, I have the phone. How are you contacting him? It's not going to work. So I had to literally backtrack. I had to literally, they wouldn't give me the information and they couldn't help me contact him. I had to literally remember the day before. And but by the way, my memory is so fucking bad. I had to remember every place I went the day before and just backtrack until I got to the dude's house. And he was so grateful. I don't think he quite grasped how much effort went into me returning the phone to him. But I just said, it's okay, man. Just go on the app, let them know that your phone's been returned. You know, maybe Uber will send me a tip or something. I don't know. But it's not what it's about. And he said, oh, thank you so much, bro. My sister tried to contact you. Did Uber get in contact with you? And I thought, so let me get this straight. This is the first time I've ever been disappointed in Uber, by the way. Let me get this straight. His sister contacted Uber, right? Uber didn't ever reach out to me and say, hey, a customer left their phone in Uber. Uber didn't once contact me. It was entirely my own steam that got that phone back to that man. Uber were literally useless. They had no impact on whether that phone returned to that man or not. None. They didn't reach out to me. They didn't help me when I reached out to them. They did nothing to get that phone back to that guy. Nothing. So yeah, that was the first time in my time working with Uber that I've been really disappointed in them. So that is why yesterday and the day before I didn't stream. I came back from doing that and I was so tired I literally curled up in bed and went straight to sleep. I was so tired. Just the brain power of trying to backtrack my steps from the day before was so exhausting that I just fell immediately asleep when I got home. And the day after that, I just had like a fun day to reward myself where I just sat at home and played video games. So we're back to streaming again. I may stream tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. But streaming is going to be kind of as and when at the moment, it being the weekend and all. But hopefully I'll be able to stream tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see you guys when I see you, but I'm done streaming for now. I'm starving and I kind of just want to chill out for the evening. I'll be honest with you, dying to that fucking orc has annoyed me. Also, if you follow my YouTube channel, keep looking at my YouTube channel because I am going to start doing some videos again. I've actually started working on a couple. So videos will be returning, as I guess. I've actually went through the effort of organizing my videos into playlists. So there may be some more videos and things in the future. Buy well, drink water, and cuddle pups. Fate, cuddle pups. That always happens. The other two, that depends on how I'm doing. My cab company would kind of... Exactly. Uber really dropped the ball on that one. Like, they really fucked it. And I felt so bad for the guy. Because if I had been, like, an asshole, or someone who didn't care, or whatever, you know... Because I lost money. I didn't go to work that day because I was doing that. Yeah? So I lost my daily wage doing that. I still don't think I got anything from Uber for doing that. Even though they said, oh, we'll give you a $20 something, like finder's fee. I never received that. So, who knows? Who knows? At the end of the day, all I know is this. I did the right thing. I did a good thing. And when I go up to the pearly gates and St. Peter looks at me, I'll say, do you remember that time where that guy lost his phone? That's what we call brownie points. That's what we call karma points, baby. Alright guys, I love you, and I'll see you either tomorrow or the next day. It'll be one of those days, Saturday or Sunday. Depends on how I do, but I'll let you know. It'll feel good in your heart. That's the important thing, innit? As long as you can live with yourself, that's the important thing. Anyway, you guys have a good evening, and I'll catch you. Stammer, Stammer, back just in time for the end of the stream. You missed some fun times, Stammer. You missed the most... Oh! You missed me get down and dirty with some orcs, dude. You missed some orc shenanigans at the end there. You really did. The orcs used every trick in the book to bring me down. But we were surprisingly... I gotta be honest with you. The orcs had me over a barrel on that one. But I'll say this. I tanked that group way longer than I thought I would. Bard Dancer is surprisingly tanky. When we can get a little bit better gear and maybe like a shield or something, or dual wielding or something like that. Let me tell you right there. If we had Pimmy, that would have been over. If we had Pimmy, that would have been a win. Pimmy not being with us, that's what got us today. That's what got us today. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you either tomorrow or Sunday, depending on how my weekend goes. If I do really well at work tomorrow, I may stream Saturday. It depends, but it will be Saturday or Sunday. I love you, and I will see you later. Bye! In fact, let's do my old sign-off.